Today we have my first impressions of my Coach Empire in the size 34 in the color olive. Now, if you watched my recent video, I unboxed this beauty. Now we're gonna get into the first impressions, but before we do, I'm Jamie, and on this channel we talk about all things luxury handbags, neutrals, and elevated style. Okay guys, let's get right into it. So since I unboxed this handbag, it's been my go-to everyday handbag. I will say it took me a while to get on board. I was late to the Coach game, but I could not resist the Coach Empire line. I started with my Coach Empire in the color Merlot, size 40. I was looking for my work handbag. Let me show you some eye candy. Here we go. So of course, when the new fall collection hit the stores and they had the olive colorway, I had to pick it up. And of course, I thought about the different sizes, but the 34, this east-west shape, I just thought was so interesting. And certainly at that price point, I believe it's $450, I felt like this is a great bag to pick up for my collection. And out of all the bags for the fall collection, I did think the olive was my favorite. So some of the features are the long handles. What I love is that these are stable. These handles, they don't bend, they pretty much persist. I've taken this out a couple times and so far so good. The handles, they haven't slipped as a shoulder bag, but we will see. Again, this is first impressions. So I will say, I love that the handles are nice. They give a nice drape too between your armpit and where you have it as a shoulder bag. I'm 5'2" in height, and I feel like it's got a very nice drape, and I like the way it looks. Another one, I think one of the best things is the olive color, especially in this more burnished effect. You can see there's a little bit of that burnt, kind of like darkened effect on the bag. And they say on the Coach website, there's some varying degrees of how much the ombre or burnt effect looks on each bag. And I just think that's so unique. Of course, this bag has the feet, which I think is great. And this natural grained, that's probably one of my top features that I will call out that I love about this bag. When they first came out with the Coach Empire, they had it in the pen leather. And I wasn't exactly feeling that. And I said, if they ever came out with a non-pen version, could be in, let's say, the natural grain here, or just a different leather that wasn't the pen, I would be all about it. Olive with the natural grain, this was perfection. So I was excited to finally add this to my collection. I also say that it's a nice way to get into a more interesting silhouette with this Coach bag at the price point. Whether or not, I know East and West bags are more trend right for the season, but I do think this is so interesting. Whether or not you're into trends or not, I think this is a great, like, everyday easy bag. Another great thing that I'll say, if you're considering the 34, I love the fact that you can just see everything at the top. When you have a bag that's more deep north-south versus east-west, east-west just gives you that perfect glance that you can just see everything all at once. And for me, that's a nice change up because, guys, a lot of my handbags are more that north-south style. So I love that. They have plenty of colors. Again, I picked the olive because I thought that was like the best color for the fall season. I could have easily think about even, they had the Merlot. I think if I didn't have the Merlot in the 40, this could have been in Merlot color, but I think either one, those are both beautiful shades. Obviously I have the 40 in the Merlot and the 34 in the olive, so it's a win-win. And I love that. Another great thing is I'm a big fan of Empire. It's probably my favorite style of all the Coach bags that are out right now. So I love that it's more understated. You'll see that the logo here, it's very small, it's more minimal. Even the hardware on this is minimal. I'm excited to add bag charms to this handbag, and somebody suggested, I think it was you, Molly, that suggested I add a martini glass, martini olives, you guys get it? So I think I might do that. So thank you, Molly, for that suggestion.
I am in love with it.
Such a cute bag charm, and I love a good dirty martini. Perfect for this olive handbag. Let me know what you guys think. So I think that also the wear and tear. Recently I did a video on my Coach Empire review. Had that for a couple months, and I am wearing that bag to death because it's my work handbag, and I'm not exactly babying that handbag. I know with the Empire, it's a bigger bag, but I do get the wear and tear when it comes to scratches, a little bit of the corner wear. Those are things that I'm gonna assume that probably will have, especially the scratches on the bag, but we will see. This is still brand spanking new. I've used this as more of my everyday bag, and so far so good. But I will be sure to do a proper full review once I've had it for a couple months. I wanna also call out another great impression for this bag is just the zip top. I do like that it's zipper at the top, adds a nice security, and it's so easy. You know, sometimes when you get handbags and they're so hard to open, it's not sticky, it's not rigid, it's a very easy zipper. So that's fantastic. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what fits in this handbag so you can see. And I like to think I'm pretty minimal with my stuff, but certainly the way this bag just lays all your stuff in this east-west, it makes it really easy to use. So I'm a big fan of that. Let's talk about what fits, starting with a phone. Next, we have some eyeglasses, my Coach wallet, and there's Marchesa, my card holder, key holder, and a zip pouch for all of my lipsticks, a water bottle. As you can see, I'm gonna have to put it horizontally in my purse, and so technically the water bottle can fit. You kind of maneuver some of the things. Honestly, I don't care for the water bottle laying horizontally like that, so I'm going to take it out and probably just get a smaller water bottle. And there you have it. Marchesa approves. And I would say maybe like a little bit of a drawback is it's the functionality in terms of if you're not a shoulder bag lover, this might be a little bit much. Yeah, you could carry it like crook your arm, but I wear this as a shoulder bag, and honestly guys, I'm not the biggest shoulder bag lover, but this bag really changes the game for me. So it really just adds some interesting style options for me. I really enjoy that. So yeah, you're more limited in terms of how to wear this bag, mostly as a shoulder bag. You could, still have it as a top handle, but the handles are so long. I just really, for some reason, because of these long handles, I really like using it as a shoulder bag. And this is coming from a top handle girly. So it's a little bit more limited in my opinion on terms of use. But for me, I'm using it as mostly a shoulder bag, so I am okay that I can't do crossbody and the other as a clutch. I think overall, guys, for me, so far so good. Like I said, I will do a proper review of this handbag, but until then, I'm loving it. Have you picked up anything from the fall collection? What do you guys think about the Coach 34, this East-West style in particular? I'd love to hear your comments, your thoughts below, and be sure to like and subscribe, guys. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care.